Okay.
Hello, our grand. This is the sound check. Welcome in.
Okay.
Here, I'll do a double take again. We're back. It's Wednesday. Welcome into the Wild Dog Arcade. I am Ed.
And I'm Gary.
That's right. And guess what's back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones is back.
Yeah, I hadn't pulled it out and to start working on it because it's going to get a refurb, new playfield, new cabinet art, and all that fun stuff. But it's a big task, and there's been a lot of things on our plate lately. So
yeah.
So I didn't want to take it apart until I knew I could actually spend some time on it.
Yeah.
But and I did finish one of the big projects today.
Yes.
I'm gonna go through go through it one more time to make sure I don't need to tweak a few things. But on Sunday we will have a new intro.
Yes, and maybe a few other surprises. Ooh, you might have to come and see.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we did do also with the playfield is Gary actually went in and tried to like air dry.
Indy has a bunch of insert stickers and then Mylar over the top of it, and it, over time they kind of bubble up a little bit. I tried to flatten it out a little bit to get the slow balls to roll a little bit better. It doesn't really affect fast balls, just slow ones.
Yep.
Just trying to clean it up a little bit so it plays a little bit nicer. But I still can't wait till someday when I get it done with a new playfield down there.
Yeah, and it's waxed too, so there's some new things to try out tonight, even with our challenges that it potentially has.
So Squilito, no.
Squilio, we've kind of decided to sort of stray away from all of the chatter and the talk about the machine.
It's got nothing to do with Harry Potter.
Right.
It's got everything to do with JK.
Yeah. So there you go. Hey, Firewing, how's it going? But yeah, with that being said, there is a lot of pinball news to mention as well. Chicago Gaming, Chicago Gaming Company update. Cactus Canyon Extension is now coming out. They have been informed. The distributors, as a matter of fact, have been informed that Layman Sheets Cactus Canyon upgrade kits are now scheduled to begin shipping at the end of June. Got that?
Yeah. Finally, after what? 2 years of them saying it's coming? It's coming? I mean, Lyman's unfortunate death, put a big hamper in that. But yeah,
Exactly. But we're glad to see it's happening. I know, like Gary said, been talking about it a lot. Also, CGC's next pinball machine, the Medieval Madness Merlin Edition, is currently expected to begin shipping in mid-July.
Yep.
And run until the end of this year.
Yeah. And it's a very pricey edition of it. I kind of wish they would have done standard editions, because we would have probably picked it up had it been a standard, but it's like $12,000, I think, if I remember the price
it's
right.
Something like that.
It's crazy.
It's
expensive.
quite a bit. It's quite a bit.
I mean, it's a great machine, but I don't think it's a $12,000 machine.
Yeah.
My personal opinion. Yeah.
If you really want Medieval Madness, though, it's the machine for you.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, HOVE. How's it
How
going?
you doing?
Thank you for the 100 bits, my friend. Glad you can join us. Welcome in.
Mm-hmm.
When is the Pulp Fiction online kit coming out? Oh.
Have they announced that?
Most distributors have the Pulp Fiction SE and SE Plus models in stock, or can easily get them from Chicago Gaming.
But they don't mention anything about an online kit in this article. So
No, they don't. So I don't know the answer to that question. Sorry about that. Other news, moving on, because that's pretty much all that you got for Chicago at the moment. So it's good to see that it's coming out. If you really want that Medieval Madness, jump on it.
Of course, with Chicago Gaming, there's still the rumor of the Twilight Zone remake coming. So.
Oh, yeah, there's that too. So I guess we'll see. Stern. So the question was asked, when is the Jaws Anniversary Edition going to be coming out? Evidently, they're thinking either late June or early July. If you really want that premium 50th anniversary of Jaws, stay tuned. I don't know what to expect. I'm assuming it's just more or less a reskin.
The rumors are really, really, really solid. So is what.
Is that what it says?
Is what he says.
Is it a reskin though?
Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about the Godzilla one, they did the black and white with the red accents. I doubt Jaws they would do that, but maybe it'll be just all new art.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting that, but time will tell. I'm not a Harry Potter person at all. Seen half the movie, but I'm super interested in picking up an arcade edition. Cool. Yeah, you'll have to let us know. We don't have any interest, unfortunately, but there's plenty of stuff out there that are coming around the corner and so forth. So we're really excited about what those things have in store for us. I wonder if they'll make a cycle between Anniversary Edition 1 year and then a remake the next year. I don't know. That's a good question. I guess it depends on the IP, because a lot of them, I guess, are coming up on their anniversary, and so forth. So.
Right. Yeah. But given that, pretty convenient timing for them to have come out with the Jaws pin last year and then have the 50th this year.
Yeah.
To hopefully rejuvenate sales on the Jaws one.
Right. So there you go. And then, there is more pictures being given out to each and every one of us. Dutch Pinball is telling us it's on the line. It's on the line. It's on the line.
For the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Yeah.
But also the bigger news probably there is Liar, the Art of Pinball guy, who does a bunch of really cool sculpts and stuff like that. In fact, he's done a lot of the sculpts for the Alice's machine.
Yeah.
One of the leaders, owners, I don't forgot what his title was, has become a partner in Liar's business.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to be fully embedded in with
all of their things.
Yeah, so one of the heads of the DPX division or something has bought into Liar's business. So
very
obviously
cool.
Dutch Pinball is going to be using his
art style.
his art craft to build things, sculpts and stuff for future machines. So.
Right.
And the heavily rumored to still have the Back to the Future license on Dutch Pinball. So
guess we will find out. Imagine their couple if Jaws 50th eats the ball. Yeah. But a boom. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
And finally, a couple of other bits and boops here. Jersey Jack has sold out of their Elton John Platinum.
Yeah.
And
then,
so that's good news for them.
And then the collector's edition the stock is getting low too. So So there's
jump on it.
Will they actually be making more, or is this the end of the line for Elton John?
That's a good question to ask. I guess only time will tell there. We did get some additional information about Predator Pinball. They released another teaser poster.
Well, yeah, and they sent out an email to all the people on their emailing list. So basically, it's coming next week. being announced, shown to the world on the 18th on Wednesday.
What's interesting, though, is the email itself says a brutal wide-body game based on the iconic movie featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, does that mean Arnold is going to be on the machine?
I don't know. It's rumored to not be. It's rumored to be that you're playing as the character. But, I mean, Alien didn't originally have
Right.
the Ripley, didn't have Ripley in it, and then they got the licensing later and added Ripley content to the game.
Yeah, and it's interesting because at first, when we played the Alien Machine, I guess because there's so many different characters, there's so much going on, you don't really notice
I didn't notice it, yeah.
So, I don't know, that's the strategy they're doing, or if they're going to have Arnold straight up right from the beginning. Again,
Who knows?
Who knows?
He could be
We'll
kind
find
of
out.
expensive at this point.
We're going to find out next
Yeah.
Wednesday either way. It won't be long,
Yeah.
which is awesome to know. You like the toys and sculptures on the BOF games, Hyper?
The barrels of fun.
Ah, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on Barrels of Fun machines.
Their machines look very, very on theme, very well done.
Yeah.
Match the theme. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
We have yet to play the new code for the Dune machine.
Is it out?
Yeah, it's out.
Oh.
ULEC installed the new codes.
Okay.
At some point, we got to get back down there to try it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we played it on really early code. So
Yeah, the assets still even said like these, and they could still be. I don't know. These assets are still being copyrighted, considered, or whatever.
still not approved or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is interesting that they even shipped it with that disclaimer.
I thought that
on
was
it.
interesting
I'm
too.
like, really? The
I guess their
licensor was
lawyers
okay
let
with
you
it?
do it that way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Anyway, it was fun to see that early edition, to be honest. So, all right, that's kind of it. I mean, we'll go into more detail about things whenever they come into fruition with Predator news, and
Whenever we get information, we'll pass it on
yep.
to you.
And I think
It's time
now
for some pinball.
pinball. It's not spooky though. It's an Indy pin.
Hopefully somebody's come walking back through my door.
My doors. Dun-dun-dun. Living free
Yeah.
in my head.
Well, Firewing, yeah. I mean, Jurassic Park did the same thing on their. They didn't have the characters on it. If the game is done well, it doesn't necessarily need the actors because keep in mind that Predator movie, if it's based on the Arnold Schwarzenegger one, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily need Arnold. I think maybe if you're actually allowed to have the artwork of the character, and the game is done really well.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. I mean, the Jurassic Park is a great example of the Stern one. Doesn't really have any of the original voices in there,
Right,
Except for
right.
Nedry. So, but he was,
It does help immerse one in the theme if they can pull it off, even if they don't get Arnold or whatever. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll do an Arnold sort of sound alike. How's it going, Matt? We
You
start
just-
to see some expertise level. Well, that's hopefully going to try to do that tonight.
yeah. Our
Very
game,
cool.
yeah. He just picked up one. Nice.
Yeah, on
Our
Friday.
game is not perfect. It looks great on stream, but it does have insert stickers and Mylar on it. Does affect the way the ball rolls a little bit.
We'll let you know
Yeah.
what is something that is on our machine that you may not necessarily need to look out for in your own machine, and vice versa. Stuff that's tricky about the game itself. How's it going, Pat? Actually, I was referring to HOV's comment about
Oh,
eating
yeah.
the ball. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. All right. Well, pretty much with this game, the first thing to note is in order to make progression in this game at all. Ooh, that was a nice little insert sticker moment right there.
There's an insert sticker moment. Catches on.
You want to make sure that your getting mode starts happening here. And so in order to do that, you're going to start here and this. But then hopefully not do that the first time you
Hey,
try.
Laser Shark, how you doing?
How's it going, Laser
Yeah.
Shark?
Yeah, this game is scheduled. I've been wanting to pull it out of the arcade area and start working on it because I got a new play field and all new cabinet art to basically restore the machine, but I just haven't had time to do that, so I didn't want to start taking it apart and then leave it apart for 10 months.
And when I do this mode, I kind of start on this side and sweep. And a lot of times it's random. Like they may pop up in other spots that you're not expecting that they will.
Oh, Matt, yeah, the scoop is very notoriously reject happy on this one. We have a mod on this game called the Lau's Antidote, which helps, but it still doesn't completely cure it. So,
Oops.
but this guy, that is like the one flaw when this game came out is that the scoop rejects.
Yeah.
And the path can be a pain in the butt to dial in too. I spent a lot of time getting ours to work right. Of course, when I do the alternate playfield and all that, I'll have to spend a whole lot of time redialing that thing in. Because this is an older playfield.
Right.
Under the Mylar, there's a little bit of planking. It's not,
Oh.
it's not completely, level from top to bottom. From 30 years of sitting there, it's got a little sag in.
But you're supposed to be able to adapt to things like this as a player.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we're approaching this. Of course, I'm not missing, or now I'm missing my shots, but hey, warm up, right?
Yep.
Oh, I knew I was off by a tiny bit as soon as I did that.
Yeah, you have to hit that backhand shot just right.
There we go. There we go. That's also not as easy as it looks. Timing is critical. Here we go. Path of Adventure, minecart. All right, this is a fun level. I stick to the left usually, but you can kind of decide what you want to do. There are, I'd say, 4 or 5 tracks that are kind of the same, and eventually you'll memorize kind of where it's going, what's safe and what's not.
Ooh, Pat's got one more day before his Crazy Quarters vacation tournament.
Oh, nice.
Well, good luck in that tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wrong way.
But yeah, you can't always rely on going left on some of them.
Yeah.
Path of Adventure, here we go. That one's kind of the... well, see, that's my habit right there.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
This is a different mode. I'm used to going up there and trying to get the extra ball.
You have to get all of the lights the first time before it lights the extra.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, the speed's off by a little bit. There we go.
Oh. Yeah, we
Backspin.
thought we'd have a little more casual night.
There we go. Casual nights are good. We're gonna more scoop rejecting. Yeah, like Gary said, the scoop unfortunately inherently has been a problem for every single one of these machines, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, there's just they've got it crammed under the playfield or under the mini playfield. There's not a lot of room. It would be better if it was the deflector was a little further back with a little damping pad, so it could stop it and let it roll in the hole. Because right now it just kind of goes over top of it. Some people lower their saucer in there a little bit, which helps. I haven't done that. I've got the other antidote, but when I take it apart, I'm going to go in and try to get that thing working, like it should.
The other thing to note too is these modes don't have to be finished, which is a nice part about this.
Yeah, it's a
There we
90s
go.
game, so it's got 90s style
Hold on a
rules.
second.
Just playing them counts towards the wizard mode. It's not like Rush where you have to complete them to complete the song modes to get the book 2.
Oh, damn it. There we go. All right. Oh, a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, see, rejection. My nerd heart has been rejected. I will no longer fall in love again. Just kidding. Trying to get this thing to settle down. There we go. Ah! That's something weird there. Nope, a little early. Oh, it's like right at the tip, but then not. It's hard to explain. There we go. This is generally a little easier to do it on your left side once you get the timing down.
Timing down. You have to hit it pretty close to the sling to do it. Hey, Force Dragon, how you doing?
Yeah, for everybody can't afford this one. Oh. Can't afford the dialing. Yeah, it for sure they're, Matt. And, every one of them, as they age, they get, different, more different every time, too.
Yeah.
And, it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. You can adjust things and you can add things and fix things, but it's never quite the same. All right, get the idol. We're going to go in the center this time. Get that stuff there. Oops. Try that again.
Oh.
There we go. Oop. Ah.
Too soon.
Oh.
We've got top men playing.
Oh.
Top
Okay.
men.
There we go. Got it.
I got it. There we go.
And now we have a multi-ball because I locked it 3 times in the middle there. So this is sort of a side quest thing. Oh, trying to get into the path of adventure shot now. Whoopsie. Oh, did you see that? It fell off that one ramp there just now.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen that before.
Just hitting it too fast, Ed.
I know. How does that happen? Oh, right. We waxed the field. That's right.
Yeah, when I tried to smooth down the Mylar and the sticker inserts, I just waxed it while I was in there.
Okay, trying to get it to... Oh, nuts.
That one just sort of fell in the middle.
Well, I was trying to get my stupid ball into the left flipper, and it does this garbage. There we go. Well, maybe not. Ah. Okay. Ah, come on. Oh, I can't post past this sucker. This sucks. I can't even post pass. That was really annoying.
Oh, we just have a rig that's
Really
like
annoying.
sized for the wide bodies, and it works on all the normal ones. So, yeah, our rig is pretty basic. I made sure I hardwired everything, so I didn't want to mess with wireless,
Oh,
and
I
it's
know
just
I
made of
won't.
2x4s and casters. So,
Whatever.
so we can easily just screw things into it if we need to change a camera,
We'll just do
whatever.
that.
So,
Oh, there we go.
yeah, we
That
didn't go
is
high tech.
freaking
We
fine.
did buy the expensive 80/20 aluminum stuff.
Try that again. There we go. And again. No!
Oh.
Why did you do that again? Damn it. Oh, goody. Oh, well, kind of post pass okay there. Ah, didn't get a good grip on that one. No, damn it. Well, I had it, and then it decided to do some weird bounces right then and there. I didn't used to have that problem before.
Welcome to a freshly waxed game.
I even tried doing that trick and it didn't work. That was annoying. Wasn't quite square on the flipper there. Off by a tiny bit, and that's all it took.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a hurry up shot I can try to do. Oops. Ah. It's hard to get the timing on that one center thing. There we go.
There, you got it.
Great shot! So do you have an adjustable rig for the width of the wide bodies versus
Yeah, I already
camera?
answered
Oh,
that.
you got that one. Got it. How's it going, Force Dragon? Thank you. Yeah, we're doing all right. It's time for the head bandana, though. It's the summer months here
Humidity.
in Michigan, yes. Y'all know what's coming. Oh, okay, fine. We'll do the start mode here. That's right. All right, what will fate choose for me? Eternal life. Okay. Fresh lax and new route. Yeah. Well, it's a love-hate relationship, really, Pat. Because
Yeah.
I love it because it makes it a nice, fresh, challenging game. Oh crap! I had a ball save on when I do that. And two, you want to challenge yourself every now and again, right? You got to get out of your comfort zone sometimes. No matter how scary it might be. Easier said than done. I know, but we can try, right? Oh, crud, like that. Was that 2-ball multi-ball? Quick one? Yeah, probably. That was a mode that you can do sometimes. When you, I think, hit the ball. the ball that's back there, if you hit it a few times, you can start to ball quick multi-ball.
Yep. And it's usually pretty quick.
Yeah, usually. It's,
Yeah. So, I don't know how it's so aptly named, but it's like you get the 2-ball multi-ball and then one goes away and you're like, I barely did anything.
Son of a bitch. Why did that do that? Yeah. And it doesn't really give you that many points, too. I think the quick 2-ball multiple doesn't really do much. All right. Decent chunk of bonus there. And ball 2. All right. Have to get this to the drugstore. Not the kind of rubbers we're talking about there. That'd be kind of cool if like drugstores like carried like pinball parts, but kind of weird too.
No.
Oh damn. No. Okay, good. Oh. Okay, backspinning. There we go. Got it that time. Streets of Cairo, land of monkeys. Scream, monkey, scream. Here we go now. You have to try to hit the flashing shots to get the stupid monkey.
Yeah, he stands on what shot you need to hit.
Again, easier said than done. Nope.
Yeah, it's basically the ramps and orbits on this mode.
Go up. Thank you.
There he goes.
Finally got the stupid monkey. Here, die.
Yeah.
If you go to the gun right away after that happens, then you can get the guard a little quicker.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I missed it again. Damn it.
I thought I had it that time.
Nope.
There's another
Speaking of that 2-ball multi-ball.
And there it went.
And then it's gone.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it happens, and don't feel bad because there's not much there to begin with. All right. Speaking of much to begin with, oh, there's the mode start. All right. Cool. Finally, Well of Souls, my favorite one. All right, here we go, baby. Oh, hello. That was an airball from hell.
Yeah, so Well of Souls for the uninitiated is it's a 6-ball multi-ball, and your goal is to just try to keep shoving them in the middle subway shot right there.
Oh, nuts and poop. There we go.
And then if you shove them in there, it holds the balls for a little while, which then it isn't quite as much chaos. So if you can hold them, great. You can repeatedly hit that.
Almost had it.
Aw.
That's okay.
And then after a while, it starts putting the drop targets up.
Yep. To make it more challenging. Oh, stupid backspin bounce. Oh well. That's pinball for you.
And that's it for the Well of Soul. Oh.
Stupid bounce again. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, 6-ball multi-ball.
Yep.
I miss 6-ball multi-balls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pat missed it.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for the 50 bits. It's always a good reminder at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, damn it. Oh, crud. There we go. Nope, that was way late. Or early. Whatever you meant. All right.
Yeah.
Damn. Nope.
Yeah, but the Apollo 13's not the one to benchmark.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Ball 2 luck. It is a fascinating thing, though. I won't lie. Having the 13-ball multi-balls and the major chaos that is ensuing as a result. There we go. Oh, never mind. It sucks to be me. Nope.
And then he missed it.
And I missed. And I didn't.
There we go.
Rope bridge.
Rope bridge. Yeah. Yeah, we had a friend that owned one of those, and he had to replace the glass 3 times because it broke during those multi-balls, so he ended up selling it.
There we go. Finally. Nope. right, I'm going to try to get in the path of adventure if I can again to get that extra ball, since it is lit anyway for this mode. Oh, no. Okay, good. Oh, boy.
Yeah, the narrow escape on this one, which you can actually slap save pretty well on this game, unless the operator has it adjusted wide open, because there's actually the bumper in there is adjustable. And I'm sure most operators open it up wide.
Crap, one danger.
And that's the end of the mode.
Okay.
There's a few standard sizes of glass, but most of them use the regular bodies use. Depends on what era. So there's different size glasses. The WPCs obviously have two standard sizes of glass. So there are different sizes. Yeah, if you were spending $100, $150 on new glass all the time, you can kind of, after a while, you're like, and also whenever you break glass on the game, it gets into the game and can actually damage the playfield too. So.
Yeah, no bueno there, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. Oh, it's not blinking yet. Damn. Okay. Whew. Monkey brains.
Monkey brains.
No!
Oh!
Fuck. I was one away from
Eternal life, yeah.
That's all right. First go on that one.
Yeah, plexiglass would be a bad choice. It's not as stiff as glass, so it'd get droopy after a while. And trying to keep it scratch free would be next to impossible.
See you tomorrow, Indiana.
Pinball.
So close. So close, Ed.
Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate that. That was a decent run either way, so I appreciate that. But you just want to go all the way. The thing about the Eternal Life mode, aka the Wizard mode, is if you can get every single shot that is blinking, and I mean every single thing that is available to hit, you're supposed to hit it at least once.
Yep.
Including the upper playfield. The idea is you got to try to get to the upper playfield the moment those balls come out. And because you're going to get, 6-ball multiple during the Eternal Life, right?
Yep, 6 balls, and it's like a certain amount of... Yeah, so you get a certain amount of Eternal Life part of that. And then, yeah.
Right, and then all the good things happen. Basically, when you hit them all, you get 1 billion points.
Oh! And I missed it.
Oh, you're German force? Cool.
Oh, there we go.
Save money on...
Choose wisely. All right, follow the grail.
Yeah.
So the grail makes a whoosh noise, the real grail, when it moves, so you can always, it helps you keep track of it. So if you're out there playing this game, it goes whoosh, and it's the only one moving when it makes the whoosh noise.
Nightshade. How's it
What's
going?
up?
Thanks for the 3-stream streak. How you doing? Appreciate that. We're doing all right. We're playing Indiana Jones. It's been about 2 months. We thought we were going to retire it, quote unquote, from streaming, but we had gotten sidetracked here and there. So the good thing is we're back playing it.
For a little while.
For a little while.
Yeah, it's going to get a resto. So I've got a new playfield and cabinet art and stuff, but it's not an easy game to do all that on.
Right. If you can imagine all of the different toys that are on this machine,
And
well, obviously you're watching it right now, right? Imagine taking them all out and then knowing where they go back and numbering everything and having the space for it, making sure that not the cats or the dogs or the kids are moving them or anything like that. Not that we have any of those things, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you were to do this at your own house, it would take a little time.
Come on, hit the thing. I'm off on my timing.
We've got a surprise on Sunday that I hope each of you guys will tune in for.
Yeah, so Sunday we'll have a new stream opener. I think a lot of you will really like it. I've spent a lot of time working on that project. And then if things go right, we'll probably have something cool to show you guys.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a teaser for Sunday. Sunday. Sounds like a winter project. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually. And with summer coming around the corner for us anyway.
I mean, it doesn't.
Time for that.
It doesn't play that well with the insert stickers. When I first got it, it was missing some of the inserts. The art had cracked off it, so I picked off all of it. Did sticker inserts, did Mylar, and it worked great for like 5 years. But it's just showing its age on it finally.
Yeah.
And I bought a playfield a couple of years ago. It's been sitting upstairs under a bed.
Yeah, I mean, when we got this thing, gosh, how long ago? At this point,
2016 or something like that.
So 8 years ago, right?
Yeah.
2016. So you had 8 years plus all the other plays that were before it. And I don't know if it had much restoration when we bought it, but it was in decent shape.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, it didn't have any. This is actually a re-import game too.
Yeah.
It's got some planking in a couple of spots, and it basically, the only thing it had done to it was LEDs, and that's about it.
Yeah. But the idea is we're gonna get a new play. We have a new play field. It's just putting it in place is a bit hard.
Yeah, everything has to come off of the old one.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to. God, I can't hit Jack.
You don't know, Jack. Don't be surprised. We've been playing many different machines at many different speeds. Plus, this is a little bit of a difference when you're playing this, since we have just waxed it. And I don't know how many of you at home have your own pinball machines or not. But when you go ahead and do that first waxing after a long time mostly to get the dirt off, that's really the biggest reason to wax the playfield.
Jesus.
It also helps with the gameplay as well. A micro or a macro playfield.
It's a Mirko. That's the only
Mirko.
one that was making them at the time when I purchased it.
Pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Breakfast. Thank you for the 125 bits. The wonderful call out from Happy Gilmore, one of my favorite quotes from the movie. How's it going? Yeah, it never left. But it's back. Yeah. We were just telling folks earlier that we're going to eventually do the full resto on it. But at the moment, we did a little temporary fixes here and there. We waxed up the playfield. We did a little trying to dig out the insert stickers to make them more flush with the board as much as we possibly can. So we'll see how it goes. Matt plans on eventually doing the same full resto in a few years.
Yeah. There's basically, when I was looking for things, I've got the only one that was making the reproduction playfield was Mirko, and I got the Radcals and the playfield from them. So.
All right.
I think they're the only ones that had the licensing to reproduce it.
Yeah. There's the extra ball.
I'll go.
Right. Barely got it, but we got
I'll
it.
fail the mode to get that extra ball.
Yeah, I think that's a good trade-off. Again, you don't have to finish all of the modes. You don't have to finish a single one, quite honestly. It just keeps you pushing through, and you could just go all the way to the wizard mode without actually finishing the modes. I haven't tried that yet, though. I wonder how low a score you can get by getting to the wizard mode without completing any modes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'll be a next challenge. I mean, it's not much of a challenge. You just literally have to hold the flipper down or hold the ball up or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's not fun.
No, it's not. Oh, good dummy. Ah. Stop.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what other, older games can come back out. We want to really get the one game that I think Gary and I are looking at, if they were to do a full restore of it, depending on how much it is not Aladdin, but
Tales of the Arabian Nights. That is the rumored Pedretti Gaming next remake. They did the Funhouse remakes. And
right.
Rumors it's Tales of the Arabian Nights, but
it's like getting Jurassic Park Visitor Center without capturing any dinos. Yeah. Yeah. And what's the fun in that? You, the viewer at home, don't want to watch a bunch of people just holding the ball around for an entire hour or whatever. It's a lot different playing a game from the 90s versus modern day rules of pinball.
Yeah.
And to me, there's a huge fun factor in a lot of these classics. It also helps you like learn the basics of how to play pinball too. I find it's a little easier to try to practice those sort of things than versus worrying about the rules and hitting the correct flashy or not. That was a weird way to get that ball to go to the outlane. I don't think I've seen that before earlier just then. With no points, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm sure that's got to be a challenge somewhere, like in some tournament somewhere. Get the least amount of points possible, but keep the ball moving at all times.
Purposely don't hit anything worth points.
I mean, that would be kind of an interesting exercise, but then if people find exploits, maybe it would get pretty boring pretty fast. I don't know.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, it's really hard to post pass from the right to left, man.
Yeah, the silicon slingshot stuff don't post pass as well as the regular rubber ones, but they let more light through, so it's a trade-off.
Yeah. They look better.
They do. I mean, they let light out, so and they don't leave as much dirt on the playfield. A good chunk of dirt on a playfield comes from the rubber.
Yeah, especially if it's the natural black rubber stuff. That can usually flake pretty easily after a certain point. Yeah. And then it just keeps flaking. We've seen machines on location where it's like...
that gave me a bad
We're like, wait, this flipper I think was once red, but now it's so much dirt.
Yeah, there was a Godzilla on a location nearby. Yeah. They had red silicon sling rubbers, but they were so dirty, they were black.
Yeah. Yeah, I always cringe or I almost die a little inside every time I see that.
Yeah, Matt, that is definitely true. At least one of the things is the Funhouse ones, Pedretti, is using Williams Bally design, so you can always get the parts from a different supplier like Marco or somebody if you have a problem.
Right, but it is frustrating though.
I'm sure they'll get better too.
Right. ZMAC famously used the strategy, no dyno captures en route to visitor centers in a major tournament. Tournament, not just a tournament. It did not work out for him at the end. Oh, I mean, at least he tried, though. That's the cool part. Trying something new to outthink your opponents.
There we go.
As I guess, part
Video
of
mode. Choose wisely. Follow the whoosh. Whoosh.
And playing this at home with 30 frames per second isn't easy.
No.
Just know that it does not move that slow when you're watching in real life. You will most likely keep a hold of it. You have to just essentially match the sound as that specific. Each whoosh is when that's moving. Oh, Mysterio! Thank you so much for the subscription. Really appreciate it. Thank you. How you been? Familiar with the clear sling rubbers I have in all of my games. So
especially older games that don't have as good a lighting. It really helps let some of the light onto the playfield. Newer games, it's not so much of a problem.
Yeah.
Because they have much brighter GI generally. Oh, I missed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, at one point we replaced all of the different bulbs in here to make them sort of...
Well, not in this game. This came with them. I have updated a few of them because they were earlier LEDs, so now they're much better versions of them.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. But yeah, I guess that was the only thing that it really had to change or fix or whatever. And
I put in the Lao's antidote to try to make the scoop accept the balls better, but it's still only like 70. Oh, damn it!
Oh, didn't judge the dead bounce.
I did not judge the dead bounce very well. Clear isn't see-through. Yeah, normally like if you got light like these slings, there's 2 light bulbs in them. But if you put a big ring of black rubber on it, blocks some of the light that comes out of there. The clear ones glow and light up this area of the playfield better.
Right.
Because these games with the natural incandescent lighting that came with are actually pretty dark. So it's got LEDs all through that. I actually added a spotlight back there so I can see the Indy stuff back there. Because otherwise that back part of the playfield is just dark.
Yeah, that's a good thing to point out because we do have our stadium lights that also, cover the lighting so that you can see at home.
Yeah, we do have a bunch of streamlight. Almost.
Pin Stadium, that's the name
Yeah,
of it.
Pin Stadium. Yeah, we got the magnetic mount, the extremes that they have, just so we can move them from game to game.
Yeah.
But yeah, to get this stuff so you guys can see it on there, we have to light everything up quite a bit.
Yeah. Raven Bar time.
All right, here we go.
See if you get a good RNG on this. All right, yeah, that's what I would have done. Sometimes you just have to give up and go to the left a little quicker than you want to, but
Didn't get the medallion.
didn't get medallion, but we got an extra ball. I'm glad that the extra ball is the first thing that pops up on that specific mode.
Monkey braid, shoot ramps.
Pinball Place just got the new King Kong. Congratulations. And Simpsons Pinball Party today. Very fun machines. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Glad you got a chance to play King Kong.
Yeah, we a few times I've played Simpsons Pinball Party. I like it, but boy, they are going for a lot of money, actually, surprisingly. So
Yeah. At this point, I haven't really played Simpsons Pinball Party a whole lot, but it is kind of on our untitled short list of maybe.
yeah, if we ran across one at a decent price, that would,
Yeah.
that,
I don't know what decent price would be. 4, 5, maybe. I don't know how
Yeah,
much they're
they're-
going for now.
I've seen them go anywhere from 6 to 8,
Oh, really? Okay. That's
which
not
is
so
crazy for.
Well, it's crazy for now, but I mean, when I'm looking at the perspective of 2025 in general, it seems like it's.
Yeah.
And also comparing it to like newer machines, Like, it's a packed playfield, Taylor. Love to see a Simpsons remake. Yeah, it would be actually not bad of an idea.
Ah,
I mean, Simpsons is still going strong
So-
as far as I know.
yeah, maybe not quite as relevant as it was, but
No.
yeah, they're still going.
They're still going. What were the 3 versions of IJ that had the orange monochrome scoreboard screen? Oh, Firewing, yeah. At one point, we had a normal orange CMD.
Oh yeah, the all the DMD era games, these color ones is an upgrade. This is a color DMD,
Yeah.
so it's basically an LCD screen. We get the LCD screen because we like them a little bit better than the LEDs, and then they go through and do a colorization. So basically, the frame comes in, the computer matches it with a frame that's been colored, and then then broadcasts out a colored version of it. So
Oh, and by the way, DMD is short for dot matrix
display.
which is what shows what is going on in the game. Nowadays, it's a giant screen.
Yeah, now it's an LCD screen, but yeah, up until just probably around 2010 ish.
Yeah, what was it was
Well,
Ghostbusters was the last one, right?
Or
was it something else?
did they have a Elvis or something? I'm trying to remember what the last one was. Jersey Jack was the first one with Wizard of Oz
Wizard of
to put
Oz.
an LCD screen on, and then Stern followed suit
Yeah.
shortly thereafter.
First, yeah. I remember that was the first LCD.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the last Stern DMD game
Right.
was.
Casual. It was epic, but what's funny is I remember thinking back when Gary and I first played it. I think it was at SS Billard of all places when we first had it, which makes sense because they're JJP headquarters.
Tilt had it, I think.
Oh, did they? Yeah. Oh, you're right. Tilt had it when it was called Tilt back in the day. Anyway, I remember Gary and I commenting, I don't know how this is going to work well. Like, you're too busy looking at the playfield. How are we going to have all these details and all this stuff and like still figure out what to do? And I guess we've adapted at this point. I still have to point out that it's really hard to see a lot of stuff on the screen if it's like Rush or D&D. There's a lot of information squeezed in there. Makes it very difficult as a player.
Ghostbusters was the last one. Thank you, Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate
Ghostbusters is on our short list of if I find one that isn't like screw you pricing, we wouldn't mind picking up.
that. Yeah. How bad do you want a Ghostbusters? They asked.
Yeah, we would be fine with a premium. Would be great, but we'd be fine with pro because the pro you don't get the virtual slings. You get the actual real
Oh,
slingshot.
electro sling, whatever they call those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I never had a problem with them. People hate them. Like there's a lot of folks out there that detest those slings. But I don't know. I guess I've never come across one in particular that's been really naughty to me.
Mean to, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that was a good rebound right there. Holy moly.
All right, Fate chooses.
Oh, Batman 66 was the first LCD. Thank you, Taylor.
Okay.
That's a trivia question right there, because that's easy to forget, because there's not a whole lot of Batman 66 around.
So yeah, I think it was Jersey Jack did the bigger LCD screen with Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
They won up Stern with the size.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah, I now have a big recollection of it. I kind of liked the Batman 66 game because, I mean, I kind of sort of have a soft spot for the TV show. The super campy version of Batman. You would pay MSRP for Ghostbusters anyway, casual, yeah. Yeah. I don't think we would, though. we would only jump on a Ghostbusters if it's a...
when he says MSRP at the time, it was what, 6,000 or something?
Oh, 6,000 for that. That doesn't surprise
that's what the MSRP was back then.
Yeah. Wasn't GP's MSRP like 6?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters? Yeah. Right. Well, now,
right.
But we can't travel back in time, though, to get the machine.
Yeah, most people, most of them I see are like $8 or $9 grand. So I'm like, that's a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, I would pay 6 for it, too. Absolutely.
Yeah, we just really, we love the Ghostbusters IP, and I don't think the game's as evil as some people say it is.
That's a good response.
Oh, nice.
You'll have to...
I wish it was a functional time machine, because I would certainly be independently wealthy by now with some of the stock investments I would have made as a young adult.
Shoot, we could go and make our own pinball machine company and release whatever game we want. Imagine the possibilities if money were no object. Now, of course, the next question is, what game would you make? And then my answer to that would be Futurama for first. And then for seconds, I always select either The Last Starfighter or like Flight of the Navigator. But now I think my mind has changed to another game. I'll have to let you know what it is when I come up with it. Because it depends on the month, I guess. I don't know.
Those are really niche teams.
Unfortunately, you would think Firewing. You would think, right? But they have not. There's probably a virtual pin somewhere made of Futurama. I think I seem to recall that there was recently. Anyway.
Matt, there are places you can just buy insert sticker kits, and they're just, I don't think they're printed on like a vinyl or a Mylar. They're fairly thick, which is the problem, which is why I did the insert stickers. And then I got a Mylar protector kit to go over top of them to try to smooth them out. That's what I did as a, thing. And it worked for like, we're on like 7 years of that stuff on here.
It did. Also, pro tip, don't try to take your stickers to like Office Max, because they'll yell at you. They're like, oh, we can't do this. This is copyright material.
Yeah, I was trying to do the water slide decals so that they were really thin under the Mylar, but I just couldn't get the density on the ink of them to look really good. They basically washed out immediately with the lights. Because I wanted to do think the models you used to build of cars when you were a kid. That kind of sticker, you soak them in water and then put them on. Right.
If I was a billionaire, there would be a Pokemon Red, a Pokemon Blue, and a Pokemon Yellow pinball machine. That would be kind of cool. Stand them all next to each other, and then you do a special mode where you push the button, and then you can play the Game Boy game.
Yeah. If you were a billionaire, wouldn't it be great if you used your billionaire money to actually do things for humanity and not try to take away everybody's Social Security and Medicare and all that? Wouldn't it be great?
Among other things. But we won't go into that detail because this is pinball.
And rant, yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense Googling now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's some places that make those stickers. I don't know if they're legitimately licensed, but hey, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to kind of dig and find either a mom and pop place that would be willing to also, if you don't have the machines necessary to create the stickers.
Yeah. Another place to check would be the marketplace on pin side. You know.
You
can go to the Indiana Jones page or search for Indiana Jones Pinball Adventure, and you might be able to, like, they might be in the bazillion mods in there. You might find somebody selling one of the scoop fixes too.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, they're not as common now, I guess.
The what?
Everyone's because the scoop modification thing that's being sold, they're not really as abundantly available as some other things.
Well, the
are.
person who was making the one we had stopped making them, but he released a design, and I'm not sure if somebody's picked up making them again.
Okay.
Or if somebody's got leftover one they didn't use.
Sure.
So every now and again I see that.
Okay. I'm glad that it's available still, or in theory anyway.
Yeah.
I guess the other thing I'm thinking about too is that because these are kind of sought after machines, that's probably part of the reason why it's a little harder to get, I guess. I don't know. All right, we got we're chasing right now in the other corner of the screen, but he's in his vehicle there, his truck there.
Okay.
Now we're in a tank in this case.
But yeah, if you only have an insert sticker or two, then you could probably get away with just the sticker on a couple of spots. If you have to do them all, then I'd probably do a Mylar over the top of them all. But yeah, I picked up the playfield a couple of years ago because they were available. I wanted to make sure that they didn't go out of stock on me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that was stupid.
Dun 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 dun. All right. Still in it. Fall 3. And I hate you.
Yeah, that you.
Like it's Cookie Monster or something. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
There was like a ad that was it. Oh yeah, Netflix had run this ad of like Matt Damon and the other. What's the other actor?
Was it Chris Pratt?
No, it's the two that.
It wasn't Ben Affleck.
Affleck. Yes, it was.
Was it? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, his name fell out of my head, of course, naturally. Anyhow, they were doing a ad to kind of promote the fact that Sesame Street's now on Netflix, and they were talking to Cookie Monster. He was like invited into like Cookie Monster's like green room or something, and there was a bunch of fruit and all this other stuff on another table, and here's like Cookie Monster just chilling over here on the other side, just chowing down on cookies. That was funny. Continually impressed with how well Mylar works on pinball machines. It's like magic. It's only like $8.
Yeah. It does change the rolling characteristics a little bit if you use the full Mylar protectors.
Right.
Makes it a little more like sticky. You get a lot more backspins, but boy, it keeps your playfield from getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Mind you, for home use, oh come on. For home use, you generally never have to worry about it, except for like local spots that get like where balls drop out of things. Oh
like
my
that.
God!
At least you got the ball save. Fortunately, in this particular game, if you hit off of the middle drop targets quick enough and you drain it right away, the game will reward you the ball.
Yeah,
back.
it does have a. It's like if you hit that and it goes in the outlane, there is actually like unfair ball detection on that particular shot.
I want more of that, Stern. No.
Yeah, exactly, Casual. We do that on a lot of our stuff too. Like our D&D's got it in a couple of spots. I added it to a couple of spots in Rush. Godzilla I didn't add any to because Foo Fighters has a spot that apparently it had Mylar, but it wasn't long enough, and it was destroying some of the art where it dropped out. It's like where it shoots off, it was landing just beyond the Mylar. Yeah.
Whoops.
And I have a big sheet of Mylar, just generic Mylar, because I had a friend's Black Knight that I basically got working again, but I basically put Mylar on the playfield to keep it in a state of what I call a state of arrested decay. Basically, didn't want it to get worse, but it wasn't going to be a resto on it.
What was the resto that you did where you were taking like was it baking powder and something?
Oh, that was the Funhouse playfield where it had the original Mylar, but it had bubbled up over top of inserts. And I pulled off all the stuff off the top of the playfield and pulled the Mylar used the freeze method with upside down air can. Dang it! Oh, I knew that was coming.
An extra ball though, at least.
Yeah, I did the upside down air can to freeze it and peel it, and then I used like 90% isopropyl alcohol and flour to slowly rub the adhesive off of it, and then the playfield looked great.
Yeah,
it had a couple where it had bubbled up on the inserts from all the incandescent bulbs. It had pulled the artwork off of those, but I just got in there with a magnifying glass and paintbrush and kind of cleaned them up a little bit so the numbers still showed.
Yeah,
but the playfield was, for being an original playfield that was an on-location game, it was under the owner had, or the operator had put Mylar on it like when it was new, so it was.
It helped.
It was great.
Yeah. Now, mind you, underneath the Funhouse playfield was a different story. That was caked in tar.
Oh yeah, it was in the smoky bar its whole life. When we got it home and opened it up, it's like, ooh, smell that smoke.
Yeah.
I
had never seen that before.
Yeah, I had actually used a chlorine dioxide deodorizer thing in the basement a couple of times. Just, it's a basement. You don't want to keep it from being funky. And I had opened up the pinball games when I did that, and it actually killed all of that smoke smell on that Funhouse machine.
Home use, I just put Mylar in half a dozen important wear spot. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you were talking about that earlier. That's right. Yeah, it's done right. It's good stuff. It's easy to bubble though. That's the hard, challenging part, I guess.
Yeah, you can screw up applying it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at the other ball I was managing.
Oh, barely good.
Oh, come on.
No. That's not a good idea. Not as easy to do with 3 balls on that right flipper. You'll also notice that as Gary is locking those balls, it stays in that head for a while.
It stays in the idle for a little while.
Yeah, idle, whatever the hell you want to call it.
That's the idle lock.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah. The stuff you find in old cabinets, I once found a couple of cigarette butts in a slugfest I acquired as part of a trade deal. Oh boy. Yeah, that reminds me, Casual, we have a Tempest machine as well. I don't know how well you can see. You can sort of see it on the side of Gary's elbow there. Anyway, when we got the machine, I think there was like rat poop in the bottom.
Yeah, of it. They had kept it was out in the garage.
That's right.
Yeah, we got it for free.
Yeah,
and we had it running for a while.
Good.
It's broken again, of course.
Yeah,
and I haven't had the time wherewithal to open it up and figure out what broke on it.
There's especially when you're talking about older cabinets, whether it's pinball or video games, and yeah, you're gonna, especially if it's a barn find situation, you're gonna find some fun treats. And by
Extra
fun
ball.
treats, I mean
I'll take that. Fun treats, yeah. Fun treats.
No, not rat food. Rat poop. P-O-O-P. I mean, maybe that's why there was rat poop, because maybe there's rat food in the Tempest machine to begin with.
I'm just looking for a place to nest.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Here in I was gonna say here in California, they banned. I think California was one of the first states to ban it outright. Back in, I want to say, the late '80s, maybe early '90s or something. And then they started banning it everywhere. I think for the most part. I think Vegas is or Nevada, I think is the only state where you can smoke indoors. But don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I always found it funny when you went to restaurants way back when.
Yeah.
It's like the smoking section, and you're literally sitting, and there's like a row of plants between you and the smoking section. And you're like, That isn't really doing any good, dude.
Well, I remember the waiter or the waitress that would ask, smoking or non-smoking when you walk in, and you don't hear that question now.
I kicked.
You literally
kicked the
it.
gun. I need the gun.
That was pretty good. I'm glad that you didn't hurt yourself doing that. Also, bonus points. Not incredibly important to get the hurry up, but it's nice to get.
I was trying to get stuff on the path.
And there is a little bit of a grace period after it reaches 10. It'll stay on 10 for, I don't know, 5 seconds. So.
Yeah,
Cheesy Buddha.
The Tempest cabinet, I Lysol bombed the smack out of that thing.
Yeah. How you been? How's it going?
What's up, dude?
Instead of asking for IDs, the legal drink age should be, do you remember smoking sections in restaurants? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they had, like, cigarette vending machines? That's another question to ask. Because that's something else I remember seeing when I was a kid.
Choose wisely. All right, follow
It
the
was
grail.
also kind of a trip because you could easily go and grab one of those if you were sneaky enough as a kid. How are they gonna know?
Boom.
Busy as always. Yeah, we're about the same, Cheesy. We are about the same. We are gonna unveil a surprise on Sunday, so hopefully you'll be able to tune in for that. Won't say what that
We'll
surprise
probably
is. But
you know, provided everything goes good. Oh! Stupid loader. We'll probably let everybody know earlier because we'll start putting out some promo stuff. Well, we're definitely going to have a new intro on Sunday.
Yes. Wishing that you could be as cool as Joe Cool. Yeah.
The camel cool.
Yeah, and it's an anthropomorphic character too, so that's like double the problem right there for me, right? Yeah, it's funny, right? And you know there's no way nowadays you can get away with stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that kind of marketing is totally made illegal. But who knows? In the next year, it might all be made legal again.
I mean, we are living in the future of Back to the Future 2 right now, right?
Yeah.
Cheesy, I don't know if you saw or not, but we do have now a Dungeons and Dragons pinball machine. We've been playing on that for a month and a half, 2 months now.
Yeah, we got it one of the first batch of pros we got.
Yeah. And, we're liking it. It's a hell of a lot different than, like, say, Godzilla and Foo Fighters, and even Rush for that matter. It's really, really dependent and heavy on the rule set of the game. So it's slightly different from what I like and I'm used to in games, but I'm enjoying it as I'm getting better with it. That's the cool part. It's
definitely my style of game.
Yeah, it's more his style, but I'm happy that I'm at least getting better at it because it took me a little
while
to feel more
I
confident.
hate it when it gives me those bad, like...
I know, and it just goes
and then
perfect.
Whoop, perfect down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we did. I didn't even think about it.
I got the first batch of pros, the first batch of non-location pros.
That's right.
From that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take a small break.
I won't. I'm continuing.
Wow.
You love D&D Mysterio?
Yeah, it's a fun game. I mean, we're having fun with it. So we got
a
long way to go on learning the rules because it's complicated.
It is. It is definitely a game that I'm more challenged on getting used to the timing of the shots. But that might just be because there's a lot more distractions now. Whether it's pinball machines or life or whatever, or both. But yeah. I am too. I've been a bit intrigued with the whole idea and the theme itself. I mean, I'm not a huge D&D fan, like growing up or anything like that. I never really got into it. I had a lot of friends that tried to rope me into doing it, and I tried to like it, and I participated all that. It's not really my style of gameplay, or I guess that's a good way to say it, just game in general. Like for me, I want to go and be the creator of my adventure and sculpt the adventure myself. I'm not the kind of guy that wants to like talk to people and this is the adventure and I'm the game master, like that sort of thing. Wasn't really into that, or as a participant for that matter. It's like, yeah. it can get frustrating when you get stuck in the mission for a while. Yeah, that's kind of what was going on too. But for me, I was able to be a little bit less intimidated by it because I went into the game knowing I'm gonna suck at it for a while, and I have to dial in the shots. And it turns out the less stressed you are about that, the better off you kind of are anyway. A little easier said than done when you own the machine, though. I won't lie. If you were on location, it's probably a little more stressful to try to get the hang of it. All right, I'm trying to get into another ramp if I can help it. This mode's fun because there's burping involved. So, speaking of burping, all right, we're gonna. Whoa. There we go. Oops. Oh, good. That was good timing right there. Also, I do have that I can start if I wanted to, but I want to do the mode. Ah. There we go. Oops, crap. Come on, go to my... Ah, I moved, damn it. The thing about games that are modern day also is you're kind of confined. You have to do mode start. There's nothing else in this playfield that you can do. Whereas a 90s pen, like Indiana Jones, in this case, you'll notice earlier I had both. I mean, this is still on, actually, if I talk about it. Let's see here. And I like that. I mean, there's a lot of modern streams that have this sort of idea too, but the other ones that don't let you do it, I'm not as enthusiastic about it. I don't like rigid, you have to do this one spot, because that means I might miss a whole hell of a lot. And then out there you're probably saying, get good. Yes, I know. I don't know. Oh, hey, C&K. Hold on. I gotta get my bearings back before I start reading chat again. Give me 1 second. I love to miss shots when I'm talking too much at times. Oh, almost had it. Nope, that was way too fast because the backspin happened. Can I just, I want my first go back. I want backsies on this game. Exactly. Why did you just do that? That was weird. The idle just hit on accident. All right, let me catch up on chat. Whatever you want to do, CNK, it's fine by me. Has would want to buy this from you at Friends at a Family Price. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, actually, I do know, CNK, what we're going to do. We planned on actually redoing the playfield on this game. But that is a whole brand new project we do not have time for. So I don't think we're selling this anytime soon. We want to at least replace the playfield first and play it for a while before we continue, consider moving it on.
I came here to say
All right, so I just hit that right away on this mode, which is nice. But yeah, this is capture ball in this particular mode. There we go. Okay, good. 30 million on that. And there we go. I guess I finished the mode just by doing that. Cool. That's kind of an easy mode, right? There we go. On to the next mode. I'm a gamer that is freshly discovering pinball. Oh, nice. And the game to play reminds me of a video game. I guess that's why I like it so much. I'm not really care about the real D&D either. Yeah. No, that's cool. I'm glad that you've ventured out into the world of pinball. It is one of those things that I've always enjoyed. I grew up near an arcade, so for me, it was kind of like video games and pinball went hand in hand. Got more into it as I got older, I think. Kept playing it for a while. Didn't own a machine until 2014 when Gary and I bought our first pinball machine. But yeah, it's kind of always been on the forefront. And there's a lot of aspects to this game that are very similar to any video game really out there. I think what also appeals me to pinball in general is the skill set and is the ball going to do what I want it to do? 70% skill, 30% luck is definitely in full force.
Pat, for Pat, to answer Pat's question here, what Stern game would you like to see remastered like Metallica? Ghostbusters would be awesome.
Yeah.
Chances of that happening are probably not high.
Yeah.
Tron would be neat, but its layout is just about like Rush over there. It's just like a mirrored Rush with a flawed shot. The gem shot on that game is mostly luck.
Yeah. There we go. What the fuck? I'm still playing it. Just claim that I just drained the ball.
Oh. Something must have moved in the trough and triggered it.
Triggered what? There's nothing to trigger. I was playing a ball right now.
I know. Something.
I mean,
Oh.
I
don't know.
I wasn't doing well in that game anyway, so we'll see what happens. That was really strange. It was like, oh, your game's done now, Ed.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm playing.
Cheesy Buddha. The playfield looks good, but it's got insert stickers and Mylar over top of them, so it's not really that smooth where the insert stickers are. So if you watch the ball when it's moving really slowly, sometimes you can see it go whoop, whoop and move. So I have a new playfield, and I also have new cabinet art for it because it's really, this one's really faded. Pat the Weirdo, yeah, I mean, we're not that big of fans of The Walking Dead IP, and I think the game's kind of ugly, especially with that big ugly walker in the middle of it. So, never been high on our list, but there's a lot of people who love the game, so, I mean, it'd probably be a moneymaker for Stern, but we wouldn't probably get in on it. You know,
There we go.
for what I've seen with the remakes and the remasters, they don't make that many of them, so it doesn't seem to affect the secondary market. Like, look at all the Medieval Madness remakes. Original ones still go for a high price. So,
How's it going, Karate Pun?
Simpsons would be a great one because if you can get some of the video assets and things like that, Simpsons seems like one.
Oh, not enough power.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings might be a
Why
bit
is
on
it
the
doing
pricey
that?
I don't know.
I don't even know what to do anymore. It's gonna keep doing that every time now.
Let's just make sure there isn't a wire loose. I'm checking the connectors on the trough.
Yeah, it would be amazing, wouldn't it? Karate Pun, Lord of the Rings remake. Wait, Gary doesn't like big ass targets in the middle of the playfield. I'm shocked.
Yo.
Well, it's not an important, intricate part of the game. You can literally avoid the middle, Pat, the entire time if you wanted to.
Yeah.
If that's what we're talking about, Indiana Jones.
Okay, I'm gonna do a
You're gonna do a reboot?
restart the machine.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta get that to close.
Amazing flow for me whenever I play it. Oh.
Somehow,
What? Now it's not launching the ball?
there's two of them in there.
Oh. Oh, is that why it's doing that jump? Well, no, that wouldn't be why. I don't know why we do that then.
All right, we're gonna have to pull the glass,
Yeah.
grab the balls out of the trough.
Huh. Well, that was a new one. I don't think I've seen them do that before. But as you know, older machines, they be time for a tech stream. That's right.
Come here and hold the glass. Okay, that's good. No. All right.
All right. Oh, the ball, we think, either lost track, the game lost track of the ball thinking that it was draining, and then it crapped out the ball even though it had a ball in the trough. So we had 2 balls that were ready to launch at the trough, and that's not going to work.
And it didn't want to.
It didn't even want to go, actually. So don't know.
So,
Hopefully it was-
rebooting.
Hopefully it was just a glitch, and we're up and running.
Yeah. Yeah, keep in mind this does need to be gone through, because that's part of when I take out the play field, strip it, everything gets replaced, and then replace coils and look at the boards and make sure everything looks like it's good. So
Right.
so right now you're hearing the pin sound board booting.
Oh, you were talking about Walking Dead earlier, Pat. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
go
because
for it.
Walking Dead's got one of those things there. Sorry, this
Very
is a really
dangerous.
loud
Very loud.
boot up clip.
You go first and turning
Yeah.
down the volume.
Well, I can't. That one's hard. That's just a clip that's on there. I have a pin sound board in this, and it's got a really good alternate sound package. But since we're streaming on YouTube, the thing would be flagged in every territory.
Oh,
so rerun the
yeah.
original.
That's right. I forgot about the pin sound board.
Yeah.
I would want a Walking Dead remastered, but the art would have to
All
be
right,
black and
go.
white comic edition. Oh, there you go. I wouldn't mind that idea. I kind of like the idea of the black and white machines that go out. Like Godzilla was kind of cool to see black and white. But I do
Nasty.
like the color better, though. I'm not gonna lie.
How you doing, man?
Flippin' Nasty. I didn't even look at the name. I just read the comment. All right. Come on.
Hope the arcade's going well.
Yeah.
I know things are crazy there in DC.
Yeah, hopefully. Can I do a do-over again, please?
Baywatch remastered. Yeah,
Okay.
There's a good example of the ball doing funny things because of the sticker insert.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was your, you have to adapt to the game scenario right there. Oh, almost had it. Fuck's
Oh.
sakes, man.
It got out of the groove because of that glitch.
Pretty much. I might actually take a break after this. What I'll do is I'll let this 3-ball do its 3 balls, regardless of how crap I am, to take my break, I think. Because it gets to a certain point that no matter how hard you try, no matter what you try to do, you do, in fact, need to take a break every now and again. And pinball, as it turns out.
Yeah. I mean, given the fact that it's not a black and white era movie, I can't see them doing a black and white version of Jaws. I could see them completely changing the artwork and doing a full-on new artwork package.
All right.
Well,
Well, I thought I was going to go a different direction there, but it didn't. Okay. There we go.
bingo.
Got it that time. Let's see.
Yeah, I think the black and white Jaws would just be out of place. Yeah.
Oh, Baywatch
Yeah.
remaster. Can we remaster the Baywatch show itself and throw some, I don't know, animal, like anthropomorphic animals in there somehow? Extra ball, and at least I got that before I just got shot.
Yeah, Karate
Right.
Pun. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there would love to see an Addams Family remaster, but yeah, you're right about the licensing. It'd be really hard to get.
And now we're going to try to bounce upward. And that was not what I wanted to
We
do.
know Twilight Zone's
There we
coming. Chicago Gaming is going to be doing Twilight Zone. That is
There we go.
basically
That-
confirmed by a variety of different sources.
Monkey.
And Pedretti's doing something, but we don't know what. We think it's Tales of the Arabian Nights, but it could be Totan, it could be Circus Voltaire. We don't know. We would
dude.
prefer personally Tales of the Arabian Nights. So
Fast forward. Oh, right. Fast forwards don't exist on 90s pins. I want to encourage every single pinball manufacturer out there to put a fast forward feature in some way, shape, or form on the game.
on any of the video stuff,
Yeah.
yeah. So most modern games do, but Alien won't let
There
you
we go.
skip through some stuff.
Right. it's because of the fact that we're talking about a home market being a little more prominent than it used to be with pinball machines.
Yeah, because even if you're playing on location, after a while you've seen the video clip, you just want to skip it and get to playing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You ever played Toe Down with a ton of people online sing its praises? Yeah. Yeah, it's unique and fun with the playfield and the toys and things itself. And once you get into the groove, and the callouts and the theme are pretty neat too. I mean, that's kind of the charm that I like about it.
Flip It wants Creature from the Black Lagoon. That'd be a pretty cheap license to probably get because the Universal monsters are dirt cheap to license.
Yeah.
I mean, they did Monster Bash after all.
Yeah.
I was never a big fan of Monster Bash, so.
I liked it, I think, a little better than you did.
Yeah.
Maybe because I like monsters.
Well, I like monsters too, but I just don't like the game itself.
Right. Damn it. Oh, go in, dang it. You wanted to. Stop teasing. And down we go. And up we go.
Up and down, up
And
and
down
down.
we go. And then if that happens, and hit the drop target. And then like this. Oh, I could have went in that way. That would have been neat. That would have been wishful thinking there.
Alrighty, stop the ball finally.
Yes. Damn it.
Thought about it too much. Oh, and you tilted.
Behave like civilized people.
Yeah, this is why I want to take a break after this ball, because everything is going downhill.
It's on a slide.
Yeah. No, the ball is. It's sliding over these insert stickers. Go. There you go. Damn it. I'm thinking about the shots too much too. That's the other problem.
Yeah, this is a game that you don't have to think. You don't think about the shots. It's kind of muscle memory.
You do. The muscle memory is really okay. Anyhow, I'm not even going to finish my thought. I'll be right back.
Ed's like, "Rah, done.
I don't even know what my water.
I don't know.
Right now.
There,
Top man.
over there. All right. There we go. Right in the mode start. Raven bar, right out of the gate. All right, here we go. Here we go. And we're going that way because that's where the first one popped up at. Yep, got that extra ball right out of the gate. That's good. And the medallion. Yeah, I do. The video modes on this game are actually pretty well done. I know there's a lot of people who are anti-video modes. They fit with the theme really well. All right, let's see if I can backhand this. Nope, way off. Come on. All right, I'll collect some more Indy letters. All right, let's try this again. One more backhand. There we go. That's how to do it. Steal the stones. Missed. It's got to go for the right ramp. Oh, barely got it. And, all right, collected all of them on that side. Let's collect them on this side. Oh. I collected all the stones, completed the mode. going back in there. Oh, minecart. Here we go. Let's see if I can get through this one tonight. Oh, I miscounted. I thought I was at the end. Dang it.
All right.
Ed's back.
I'm back.
Nope.
Okay. The only nice remake I really want is a creature.
Yeah. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, a creature of that kind. Yeah. I was a little bigger of a fan of Monster Bash than Creature from the Black Lagoon, like the pinball machine.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like the Del Toro movie that was sort of like the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Shape of Water?
The Shape of Water. That was a good movie. Maybe they can make a Shape of Water pinball machine. That'd be kind of cool. I am excited about his new film. The hell was it? Now I have to forget. Hold on. Why did this just happen?
No!
What's happening?
What?
There we go.
Yeah,
I'm still getting used to my phone. Oh, it's Frankenstein. That's what he was making.
Oh, yeah. Guillermo del Toro was doing
Guillermo.
Frankenstein.
Yes. Now, they need to remake that weird one that... there was a Frankenstein pinball machine. And it was from, I think, in the 90s
Mary
version.
Shelley's Frankenstein.
That's what it was. And was it Data East? Or am I thinking of...
Yeah, that one didn't get a production run. It got canceled, if I remember.
Oh, is that
right.
what that was? Because I remember seeing it on, like, on Pinball FX.
Yeah, it's on... I mean, somebody's recreated it on VPX, but
okay.
I don't think it ever got a
Release.
production release. Yeah,
Okay. That would make a little more sense, because I always thought to myself, wow, this is kind of an ugly machine. I mean, I know it's Frankenstein and all of it.
Oh,
Anyhow, we're still waiting
Mel
for
Brooks
Matrix
pinball. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, Pat. I don't know if it's relevant anymore.
What?
I mean, well, I don't know if it means to be relevant. It's trying to be relevant again, but it's failing. Matrix.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, Matrix. The opportunity for Matrix was 10 years ago.
As a pinball machine. Now, if it's a nostalgia thing,
Well, I mean,
it
there's
needs
a
another
lot.
10 years, right?
Well, there's a lot of nostalgia for the original Matrix movie itself. But again, the last two movies were not really that good.
And I almost remember hearing or remembering a rumor that they're going to continue it too. Like they're still, like they're not done with more Matrix still, which if you could write it something a little better, maybe I'd be up for it. But I'm only a big fan of the first Matrix, and it's
The second one was okay.
sad.
The third one was just not great, and the fourth one was not great.
no. Oh, Sega. Thank you, Pat. I was like, I don't think it's Data East. I don't think it's Williams. I should have thought Sega. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Fact check.
Well, Sega basically Data East became Sega, and then so it's kind of right.
yeah, you'll definitely be in for a Mel Brooks pinball. That would actually be pretty fun.
You know what would make actually probably a pretty good pinball machine?
What?
Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm. Pacific Rim, without a doubt.
Kaiju versus like robots. I mean,
I know. What's to not like? You have best of both worlds. You got giant robots and giant
Yeah.
monsters like Godzilla. In
of
there.
course, obviously the wizard mode would be to seal the breach,
Yeah.
close the breach. That game.
You've already wrote the game.
Yeah, that game would need to be one of those games that ends.
Yeah.
When you seal
I'm
the
fine with that
breach,
idea.
the game is over.
Yeah. You win, it's game over. You lose, it's game over. Much like TNA, you know?
Yeah. No matter what, you lose.
Yeah. Remakes of Sega games would be interesting. I have to agree, Karate Pun. I'm kind of... I mean, is it Stern that holds all the rights to Sega games? Is that the deal?
Well, they basically bought Sega Pinball when they closed it down. They mostly bought it for the
tech, right?
The tech, right?
Yeah.
Because it gave them an easy jump start back into the market.
Right.
They didn't have to develop any of that because they used the White Star system basically verbatim when they first came out, when they first started back up.
Yeah.
Nope. No, I knew that was going to do
Yeah,
to me.
unfortunately. That is a key component to look out for in that shot is do not hit that halfway because it will go back down, right down the middle. Speed is an important factor in getting some of those shots off, I think. It's really difficult to get that right ramp shot from it standing still on the left flipper.
Whew.
That was close.
Yeah, I was about ready to slap, and I'm like, I think it's going to make it.
They just go Gundam before they would do Pacific Rim. I'd be up for Gundam too. Gundam any of them. Or the Cross Plus or anything like that. You know?
But my question is, do you think the anime versions of some of that stuff would be known enough to get the American market?
I don't know where anime is in the lexicon of pop culture right now. Because I know for a while, anime fans, for example, outpopulated like furry fans like 10 to 1 almost.
Yeah, but that's two subcultures.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim was more of a mainstream movie, so...
Right. I would be a better bet to do Pacific Rim as opposed to, say, Gundam or Macross or whatever.
Because I think it's a much more recognizable IP compared to Gundam.
Yeah. Anime pins is such a weird idea. I don't know of a lot of overlap with the main pinball fan. Yeah, and that's the other thing, too, is you got to consider the main pinball fan base right now. Maybe another 10 years or so, the Gen Xers get a little older, and some of them, a good chunk of them are probably anime fans, too. But, you see, anime, it took a little while for anime to kick off in America. It's weird. Like, I got into it fairly early, like, not bragging or anything. I didn't really see it kick off really into high gear until, like, the mid-2000s.
Because Ed was a nerd.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm a nerd in every possible way, but it's weird because I'm not in the D&D, so I don't have my full nerd badge, unfortunately. I have a decent fur nerd badge because I'm a fur, but you know, Naruto, Dragon Ball, or One Piece would be main picks. Yeah, I would say out of those three.
Well, the One Piece series is probably in everybody's mind because it's been a popular series. So
yeah,
a lot of weird stuff in there too that could be applied to modes and things like that.
I was thinking almost like take that's a really well-known OVA or something like that, original video animation that came out that wasn't in the theater, that wasn't a TV show, but was beloved by fans everywhere, and you might pull off that. Now, picking that out, that's a hard decision because, again, I grew up in the 90s, like the early 90s anime scene, and I loved all of that anime that came out then. So, it's hard to decide, right? Yeah, exactly, Pat. Gundam would sell a lot better in Japan than the US.
Yeah, but pinball doesn't sell that well in Japan, too. They're just
Unfortunately.
Culturally, it just never seems to really connecting.
No. It's all about pachinko over there.
Yes, Pat. Ed fully admits it.
Yeah.
Oh, multi-ball.
Good.
Yeah, I mean we're all nerds in some way. Been a long-time car nerd.
That's what you call it, huh?
Yes.
But I didn't know that you're. I thought you guys were called grease monkeys if you're a car nerd.
Oh well, that's them trying to not be like, oh, I'm not a nerd. I'm a grease monkey. You're a nerd. Just a nerd about different things.
Also, you're a furry. That's a car mechanic, no? You're a grease monkey. Yeah. No. Oh, Initial D was your first anime, Taylor? Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
I never. I mean, it makes sense that's why I knew that it was popular. Is because the car culture and the drift culture was heavily, you know, not. Well, I don't know if it was heavily influenced by the anime, but I'm sure it's the other way around. But maybe once the kids started watching it, then it was the other way around again.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like the people that are 10 years younger than me were way more into Japanese cars because of things like Initial D.
Right.
I mean, I kind of still grew up at the end of the muscle car era, so I'm more of, you know, more akin, more, you know, familiar with that kind of stuff.
Right. But there was some other interesting subculture, like anime hits out there too. Like Gunsmith Cast is a good example. I felt like that was kind of the first sort of like John Wick meets anime kind of thing. Because they were a little serious but a little fun. Also kind of dashed into a little anime where it was a manga first.
I can't get this ball stopped.
There you go. Cowboy Bebop also comes to mind, but
I guess I'm going to start a mode, but
yeah. I never liked the art style of Initial D, but it wasn't about the art style of the characters. It was about the cars
and the story. Yeah.
That's why it never appealed to me. If it's a show that has a compelling story, then usually the character designs can be forgiven.
I'm trying to get the jackpot, and I'm just totally blowing it over and over again.
Welcome to my world earlier tonight. I was somehow holding it off for a while. Caught up with me finally at the very last mode.
Nope.
Initial D was mostly about how much better Toyota is than other brands. Oh, really? Wait, wasn't it like every character had their own car and it was like their own expertise or their style of driving kind of reflected on what car they wanted to pick?
Yeah.
Because of their performance and their little tweaks of this and what's better about that car versus that. That's kind of how I read it, you know. All right, Pat. You got to go to bed. Set for 3:30. Holy moly, dude. Yeah, get to bed. It's also kind of harder to fall asleep earlier in the day because of the summertime. Oh, thank you for that follow. Ton is bonus. Appreciate that. But yeah, let's see you around, Pat. Thanks again for stopping in. Afro Samurai.
Got it finally. Jeez.
Yay.
Finally got that shot.
You got a reward for that.
Yeah.
Vampire Hunter D were for art. Yeah. The Count of Monte Cristo. Crisco, right?
Monte Crisco.
It's very good if you haven't seen it. I haven't seen that last one you mentioned. I've watched Afro Samurai. Wasn't as into it. I wasn't into Samurai Jack either. I think it's the whole ninja / samurai storyline I'm kind of tired on. I got burned out on it when I watched.
Yeah. So
Rurouni Kenshin. When I got into that,
there must be a trough problem because they did the same thing to me.
Oh, I just did it again?
Yep.
Oh no. Well, I guess we'll be making adjustments on this game.
Well,
not right this second.
It needs to come down and get taken apart. So
you should at least in Discord when the tournament goes live. Oh yeah, go for it. Thanks, Pat. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, speaking of Discord, if you want to join our Discord, folks, it is up on chat right now. We do take some time to update it. On a fairly regular basis. As Gary mentioned, we're going to reveal a surprise on Sunday. There might be 2 surprises, there might be 1. You don't know. We'll find out. And a whole lot more. I mean, we also mentioned earlier, at some point we're going to go back and play Dune Pinball again at Ulick because of a code update. So there's all sorts of fun to be had here at the Wild Dog Arcade.
Mm-hmm.
The number 2 is a timeless concept. Oh, you mean timeless classic? The Vampire Hunter? Yeah. That one and the first thing that comes to mind is Castlevania, but they didn't do anime for Castlevania until like a long while. I think they did some weird one-off things here and there, but for the most part, you know, they didn't. They waited till like Tuesday. Oh my God, we got there! Yeah! I was hoping one of us would do it tonight.
Yeah.
We did it. Gary made it. So this is the wizard mode. Now, the first thing you're going to try to do right now is try to go to the upper right ramp. If we can. There he goes. All right, he's going to try to keep his balls going on one side.
All right, I got the hard side.
Yes. That's probably the best way to do it. And now we're going to try to make sure we keep 2 balls going. You can end up draining all of them except for 2. Once you...
Ooh, I got them all.
Oh, you did. And you also have a ball save on, apparently, so that's also a good thing.
Yeah, if you get it early, then you get the saving grace of that.
Okay, now it's off. All right. I've forgotten that there was a ball save on for a while. But yeah, he already got through that. He's down to 4 shots almost already. So he's got a couple of ramp shots he's going to have to hit. Looks like, what else? Yeah, you'll see. Pretty much that's flashing really fast. He's got to try to hit it. Now we got 3 going. 3's left. It's the right orbit. You have to
And I got the
hit.
mode start too.
Oh, and the mode start. Yes, that's right. You got the mode start. We need 1 more.
Ah!
Okay, come on.
No!
Oh, get it in. You got it.
No, it didn't give it to me. Dang it!
It didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought you had it.
Oh.
Expert, or did he not get 2 shots? Because there was one other shot that I wasn't sure if it was in the path or not.
But it didn't give me. It only gave me 10,000 for
Oh,
that
that was
shot.
so close. He was so close to getting the billion.
Ah.
Unless he got the billion. No, he got the billion organically there because you have a billion points now. Oh, of course. Nuts.
Yeah. But yeah, the key to that is getting the right ramp, drop it down one side, getting the right ramp, drop it down the other side. Get that out of the way early during ball save, because then you can get other stuff. Oh man, if I'd have gotten that 2.1 billion. Damn.
Yeah, I know. It was so close. I thought you had it.
So,
Karate Pun always thought it was kind of weird that pinball companies don't wait until 1.0 code before sending out tables. I wish I knew why that was a thing. From what I can tell, you know, video game companies, or maybe even like other industries, started doing that because they could, not because they should. I think to get it out there so people can buy it quickly and they can fix the things later. So they did that to pinball machines, because you can go and update the code fairly easy and quickly now. Notice how fast this is now that Gary went through it. This is the second time now on this.
nope, missed.
And he missed it.
I missed it.
But yeah, this, when you go back around the modes again, this particular
mode goes super fast.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh crap.
Just like.
That sucks.
Ba-dum.
We have top men working.
All right.
Well, that was a pretty good game.
Yes. What do you feel like doing, young man?
Well, I think I'm done, but you want to go
I
back
do
up?
want to have one more.
Ed wants a...
I need a redemption because my
Yeah.
second round
Yeah.
was pretty crap.
Yeah.
So we'll see where this goes now. Ta-da.
Yeah, it's kind of the video game industry kind of like push it out, fix it in post, you know. And so the pinball manufacturers adopted that. I guess because it's such a leaky industry, people find out about the games generally before they release. So then they we need to get out. And then there's a really good example of that. Dune. They heard of that, you know, they heard about the Stern release and the JJP release, and so they're like, we got to release now to try to get people's money, and they've released it with pretty bad code.
Yeah.
The code is very buggy. And so it's like, you know, when it's done, it's going to be a good game. It's just...
But you think that by doing the early thing, it starts hurting it more and more because shit.
Yeah, people
Because
hear about the problems,
Right.
and then they don't want to buy the game. So.
Yeah, and it's happened a couple times before where people, they're tired of waiting for the code to get good.
Well, Foo Fighters is a good example.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, that there's a bunch of people after about 6 months dump their game, and literally like a month after most people were, I'm selling it for like a loss and all this, they finally released a 1.0 code, and it made the game complete and a lot better.
Right.
But then you're like, well, you know,
Yeah.
don't buy early if you're not willing to wait for the code, at least in today's business.
Yeah, and sometimes it's hard to even know if you can connect to the game if you don't have the full code. But at that point, a lot of folks, I don't care.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a little bit of that early buying, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out is still a little left over from pandemic. He did it on both sides. Those are insert
course.
sticker problems there, folks. You gotta-
Finally, freaking
Yeah.
No.
That's the kind of things and why I want to get rid of the insert stickers and get a new playfield in here.
Oh, I thought I had it. There we go. That's such an ordeal sometimes.
Yeah, I wish people weren't getting...
There seems to be a lot of people that play a home pin for 6. Yeah, I kind of feel that. It seems that way too.
Yeah, they get bored of it and just want to move it on regardless of what it is. You know, they'll maybe keep their GOAT games but they move it on a lot of it. I mean, that's people with a lot of disposable income that are willing to yeah, I can sell it for $2,000 loss and not worry about it.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how much you can
afford
how
lose.
much you really want that.
Yeah, pandemic kind of skewed the market because everybody started their games were holding their value. You could buy a new game, play it for 6 months, sell it for MSRP. You could sell it for what you paid for it. Kind of skewed people's impression of, this is an asset that's going to hold its value. It's like, you're going to lose money on them now. If you buy a new box and you go to sell it a year later, you're not going to sell it for as much as you paid for it. It's a game. It's a depreciating asset.
There we go.
You know, certain examples like this game is a collectible, so it holds pretty good value. But everybody's worried about money, so things are a little bit softer right now. Whoa, hello.
There we go.
There we go. Woohoo!
I'm going knocking butts. All right, here we go.
Yeah, for us, we usually hold on to a game for at least a couple of years before we're tired of it and move it on.
Yeah. Oh, why did I? Because I'm dumb. That's why. Oh, hey, that was a perfect one. Why couldn't I poop out like 2 seconds ago when I was struggling earlier?
Yeah.
All right,
well, I mean, like scarcity, like this game's a great example. You don't find many of these that come up for sale because people hold on to them. They're not collecting it for collector's sake. They like this game, so they don't want to get rid of it. A lot of them stay in private collectors, or they sell it to friends. So it's like an inside job, you know.
You're part of the special.
Pez says 3K deal. No deal. So,
oh my God. My God, what have I done? You may ask yourself, this is not my beautiful husband. All right.
inside.
Here we go. Mode start. No, I did it slightly early. Alright, try again. Nope. Also slightly early.
All right, so Pinside, market value. There are currently
That's
7
right.
ads for this game out on Marketplace. We got 14.5, 12.5, 14.9, 17.945, and that one's a collector's quality one. 17.5, 11.999, and 9,500. The 9,500 one's pending. It's like 3 of the 7 ads are pending. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's cleared by Mirko. I didn't never have any special treatment on it because I wasn't. It's a home use game, so I'm not really worried about it holding up on location. I'm gonna probably put like the felt washers and stuff on it when I assemble it. But it has been sitting 2 years, so the clear coat by now is fully cured. So
Intense.
yeah, I basically bought it and just put it upstairs under a bed on the floor just to let the clear coat do its thing.
Damn it. Ooh, backspin, baby. Oh. Damn. Off by a little bit.
Yeah,
There
it
we go.
depends. I mean, there was one up there that was for 11,000. It probably was a player's condition game, probably similar to condition of this one. When you get down to the nuts and bolts of it. So, cabinets on this one's really faded. The playfield's got the sticker inserts on it, even though it looks great on stream.
Oops.
But that's also why I'm doing all new playfield, all new artwork on the cabinet.
There we go. No. There we go.
Pocketeer has a new Metallica number 27 of 500. Art is blown out by the hammer already. Oh, yeah. Stern's playfields have been seemingly hit or miss, and I think they use a couple of different sources for them.
Damn.
So I think it depends on where your
That was
playfield came
something
from. Like some of them look great, and then other ones you can see the ridges around the inserts and stuff. So yeah, it's like you're not 100% whether you're going to get the better playfields from Stern or not. Zero extra clear. Yeah, they've cut down on how much extra clear on the new ones. Like anything that where like stuff comes into contact with the playfield on a Stern, I always put Mylar down just to like if the ball's dropping on it to help. like on the ball launch on Foo Fighters where it comes out and launches like onto it, they had Mylar, but it was about 3 inches too short, and the ball was landing past it. And some people have one of the Overlord aliens. Let's see which Overlord alien. It's the alien that's like hitchhiking. He was just getting demolished. So I actually added a piece of Mylar there after I heard about that. I mean, ours is not a location game, so we're not getting location number of plays. So.
Oh, for the love of Pete, go into the center. They both go in, and I miss this stupid thing anyway.
The Dr. Jones the Pinball. Yeah, it's pretty much like if you've got a ball that's coming out of a wire form and then just dropping onto the playfield, you should always put Mylar under it if the factory didn't.
Oh, you bastard.
That's why I have a big roll of Mylar in the workshop area. Just because it's like I never know when I'm going to need it. Like I added 2 pieces to D&D pretty shortly after coming out. There's some problems. I think King Kong might have a spot that everybody says you need to put Mylar on.
I need another game. That was weak sauce.
Weak sauce,
Yeah.
dude.
I did really well on the stupid Well of Souls, and everything else went to poo-poo. I am sad. I need to do better.
You do.
Oh, I keep thinking I have to do that. I don't know why.
Because it's a gun, you want to squeeze the trigger.
See, it's like the D&D problem I have with the stupid shield. It's not a real shield. You can't hold the button. Said Stern.
Yeah, it's like, Stern's got its issues, but it seems to be across the board. It doesn't really matter who's the manufacturer.
Cool.
Now it's like they're just trying to get them out as fast as possible. There's quality control issues, some geometry flaws. Like D&D, one of the shots was really tight, and I just basically moved the rail to open it up just a little bit to make it a little bit easier because it was essentially impossible. Rick and Morty, that one, there were 3 rails that I majorly reshaped the way those work just to make the game play. It just doesn't seem like everybody's got QC issues. They're basically working on a shoestring budget. They don't have time to really play test the games before they have to get them out.
That's the thing that annoys me the most about modern games nowadays. It's like, quality, well, comes at a price.
Literally need to do is like every employee at Stern needs to go out and spend an hour playing the game, making notes of everything that doesn't work right.
Oh,
Or they could just hire Ed, because if it's technology, he'll figure out a way to break it.
I'll figure out a way to break it like this game right now. I'm saddened by my I don't know. I'm not even sure where I'm going with my sorrows.
Sorrows.
Come on, there you go. See, the problem is the ball has to completely seat, and if it doesn't, like right there, it's not completely seated on the metal. And what happens is, let's see, it doesn't even want to go all the way down. Just and then like you go Oh, then it still
Then he
does it.
does.
All right. Then I'm complaining over nothing. I know. I know. Why does it keep giving me this mode? Holy moly. Like it's supposed to be randomized. It's giving me this mode every single time, I swear.
I think it's depending on like the number of like every
hard.
If I remember right, it's like every time you hit the sling, it changes.
Yeah.
So you're just getting unlucky.
Well, that's for sure. All right, give me another good stage again. I don't care if you give me Well of Souls. Let's go.
Bonus multiplier 2 times.
Monkey brains. Okay.
Monkey brains. Shoot the ramps.
Yeah, I always have a hard time getting that one ramp there.
Well, the right ramp is tough, and as he nails it perfectly.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can't turn on when I get in the zone. I can only just help to contain it. No. Not hard enough. Well, yeah. I hate that about that.
Add a 1 to that, and I'll even include the playfield and the new artwork. So.
Oh, good. It gave me a gimme.
At the front, not the back.
Lots of bripping.
Yeah, I mean, Pez isn't the only one that has said that they want to buy that. I can think of 4 people that said they want to. If you ever sell it, they want to buy it. So. So he's got competition. Yeah. It's got a bidding war going on.
There we go. With my. Okay. That's better. Just let me flail for another 5 minutes.
Yay!
Oh, that was a weird bounce.
Yeah, came off there fast.
No, not timing well on that. There we go. Oh, it's hard to recover.
Too soon.
It's hard when that happens. Crap.
That was a great example for a use of a dead bounce, but.
Oh, well. I'm struggling right now, so I'm not gonna like sit here and try to.
It has zero comfort in dead bouncing,
and I need to stop.
Zero confidence.
I need to admit dry my tears and face my fears. I need to. I don't know how to.
D&D is definitely a dead bouncer's dream game.
Oh shit!
Alien is too.
Because I didn't look when there was a damn Eternal Life on.
Full grind pinball one-handed.
Oh, that was close.
Just come down here, play for like 3 hours.
I don't know how I would have fun with one-handed pinball.
I don't mind playing like one game once in a while, but boy, it doesn't. Those games don't last long.
That's the problem. It's a fun thought exercise.
It's like that ball save feature on Dune. Yeah,
there we go.
You're like, oh, yeah, you got to keep your hand solidly on the action button and. Ed tried to cheat on that game, and it caught him, actually.
Well, it's because I did it too quick. What happened was you can't go flip really fast because it knows that you have 2 hands.
Yeah.
Or 3 hands.
Ed used his chin on the button, and it was trying to like cheat the game. But
I didn't do my button timing correctly. If I did it correctly, I'm convinced I can do it. I'm sure there's a
time.
Right.
Component.
There's a margin of error that you can do.
Yeah, they have if the flipper got pushed this quick,
right,
they were doing it 2-handed.
Right. It's doable. I'm convinced. You just have to find it. Just like this extra ball. This extra ball was doable.
Extra balls.
Yes. No, 2. Oh, I got it anyway.
Yeah. But this playfield, after it comes out, is going to become a piece of art.
What?
This playfield, when I replace it, will become a piece of artwork.
Oh. I don't know why I thought you said fart for a moment.
Piece of fart.
we were doing burping earlier on one of the stages, so that's where my mind is right now. All right, here we go. I like this name, Fart. Rick and Morty reference. All right.
You have chosen
Only grind pinball one-handed. Yeah, if I got a tail, then I'll grind it three-handed. How's that? You know. Here we go. No. Oh, did you see that bounce?
Yeah,
that was
he hit the sling.
crap.
The sling fired it,
It was
but
like
it was
half-
already past it, so it just chucked it.
Didn't
in the middle.
even. Yeah, you saw it. It
Yeah.
was a sight to behold. I'm not even angry on that one. That was just a sight to behold. All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just like that. That was.
Woo! Right
This
between
is
the
the thing
uprights.
that also may happen in this game, by the way. If it hits this idle and it does it at the right speed, all it does is right down the middle.
Yeah,
right down the
that is.
right down the
There's
middle,
a
like
good
this.
probability that it wants
There.
to go in the middle when it comes out of that chute.
It's kind of annoying after a while, but
That's a challenging one.
exactly.
They don't want to make the game too easy.
No. As long as it doesn't go straight down the middle like that every time, like this. You see? Then it gets frustrating.
We got this shot. This guy.
And then you're
His
sitting
name
there,
is Center Drain.
and you're sitting there going, "What's my purpose? I don't want to just keep throwing quarters at this thing." And that's why no one wants to play pinball. Because that's what most people think when they see this. How do you get so good? Way too much
Practice.
time. No.
Yeah. Way too much time and way too much money spent on either games or playing games.
I will say this, watching people do the modern day trick on Tetris and being able to literally beat Tetris because all it took was someone that figured out you get a glove in one hand and you get the controller on the other and you're literally you're sliding your gloved hand on this button to make it go as fast as possible. It's this whole idea completely turned on its head of how to get a high score. That kind of stuff fascinates me.
Yeah, it's a buck. They have new games that are $1 or more, and I think some places charge more if they're like more expensive machines, like JJP machines or whatever. It's a tough sell if you're a newbie, novice pinball player. You step up and you get like 3 balls drained. Like
Yeah,
like the last thing you're gonna do is put another $2 in the machine.
exactly.
Because people are probably like, if it's, I pay $20 for an hour's worth of entertainment, they're probably okay with that.
Dancing machines are $2, which feels awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And then you're like, this whole money time investment, and then you end up dying in the first 30 seconds. You're like, oh, that was a waste of money. Yeah.
All right, can he do it?
Oh, boy, here we go. Oh, well, I can't go that way quickly. I would have been really sad if I did that right off the gate.
Yeah, number crash on the first one.
Right. I've done it before, by the way.
He gets in the habit of going to the left, and,
Right.
and it's one of the ones that don't have a left.
Yeah. Shut up.
You lulls you into sleep by having all those straights.
Oh, maybe it helped because
Yeah.
I think I got through.
It was lulling you into sleep, like having like straight. It's like it's gonna get him on this next one, but somehow he made it.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Go. There you go.
Well, that was our first minecart completion of the night.
Well, at least I did something tonight. Okay. There we go. And that's how you do that. I think it was ball 1. No, ball 2. All right. All right. Mode start is the name of the game here. Maybe. There we go. Go back down. There you go. Oh no.
Oh yeah, if they haven't like done a good job of like setting the game up on location, because they'll move them around like literally one day, but they won't like actually square the game up, and then you're like, right, left drain, left drain, left drain.
That was really sad.
We have top man working.
Okay.
I don't want to be done, but stupid adultness. Adult thing we have
Adultness.
to do. The quickness with the adultness, that means we have to be responsible.
Responsible.
Responsible. I use that term very lightly.
Very lightly.
As I come back and do the Minnesota goodbye again.
Yeah. No, it's not going to be 45 minutes later. So
Come back in the room again, and then you start, you know. What was the whole thing? It was like you literally have conversations and you slowly migrate.
slowly move to the door to the door. It's like 45 minutes from
Yeah.
when the people say, "All right, I'm gonna head out now," and it's like 45 minutes later before you actually close the door
Yeah.
and they go out to their car.
And we got to experience that for ourselves
many
times, and it's it's cool. I don't mind it.
Yep. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by tonight. Been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We were glad to dust off Indy, but it definitely is in need of
Some TLC.
good TLC and stuff like that. Sunday we're going to have our new intro, which I've been working really hard on, and we're going to have a new thing to show you guys. We'll probably start letting you know over the weekend with bits and things and stuff on that.
Yes.
So definitely, if you're around Sunday night, join us at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Actually, let's go on at 8 on Sunday.
On 8. All right.
8 p.m. Sunday.
It's been settled.
We're going to go
8
on an
p.m.
hour later than normal on Sunday to give everybody a chance to get done with their lawn mowing or their gardening or baseball or whatever.
Or whatever
little
that
league
makes you happy
Yeah.
on the weekends. Oh, of course, Taylor. You're very welcome. We're glad you can join us.
Yeah.
Before we split, we're going to send the party off to the next thing. Oh, and here's our Discord link as well. If you did not catch that earlier, there it is again.
We're also on all the social medias.
yes.
We're Wild Dog Arcade on all the relevant social medias.
Right.
Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads. We are Wild Dog Arcade there. So if you're on one of those platforms, give us a follow, watch for videos. Discord does the same thing. So it's up to you out there what platform you want to be on.
Exactly. All right. We're going to give a new pinball streamer a raid. We're going to recognize them.
Is that Attack from Mars?
Yeah, it looks like they're playing Attack from Mars.
Nice.
So let's go check out Addicted Pinball and see what's to see, and give them a nice warm welcome. And everyone else out there, keep playing pinball, keep getting better, get that turn that frown upside down, and join us on Sunday. We can look forward to seeing you then.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Later. Right now, and now my phone is away. Oh crap.